I come to this screen. Okay. Sorry, huh? Okay, so we already finished with the Dwanda. All right, so we will see. We finished this one already. This is the one that cha and cha. And then tapulisa is the like using the ablative instrument, the cases. This is the adjective one, right? It's like Mahapuriso, great man. Digu is the numbers. Abayi, Abayi Bawa is a adverb function, like you already see. And today we are going to do the last one, Bahubihi. Bahubihi is, I would say, difficult to understand. Even when my teacher said, I don't know, and he explained, it's like a lot of students feel blur because it has something we call relative. It's a compound, but it has something that you need extra word. So anyway, this is the most difficult. So you all already under, we call it the intermediate class. So in our university, we actually learn this in a special class, not the normal class. Because normal class, they have to teach the Pali Made Easy. So during the extra class, our teacher, he will give extra lesson on all this grammar. Okay, just a quick review for those who join in, So we already finished the Dwanda, right? Dwanda is the one that is like this samana cha brahmana cha samana brahmana. It's like that exactly the English and samana and brahmin combined become samana and brahmana. So they call samana brahmana. So this is called Dwanda. Like this mukha nasikam. Mukam cha nasikam cha mouth and nose. So this is Dwanda. Then we have finished the Tapulisa. Tapulisa is you combine the case ending with the, in this case, is a past participle. For example, like this is an accusative case and you put past participle, then you combine, you got this one. Or it's an instrumental case, you combine with the past participle, it become this one, Buddha Basito. So Tapulisa is talking about you have two things, two member. Normally we are talking about two member, you combine, it become something that like this, you can see is very similar with the Aranyan Gatawa. Buddha Basito is similar with the Budena Basito. So it's very easy to recognize this is the Tapulisa because the form is actually quite similar. All right. So this like this is a Chatuti Tapulisa using the dative case. So we already finished this one already. So you also got locative case like this, Aranya Waso, living in the forest. Okay. Then you got something called Kamadaraya. It's kind of like adjective, yeah. So we say sana pupabada Kamadaraya, like Mahapuriso, Mahanta Puriso, combined become Mahapuriso. So you can see the adjective is very easily recognizable. All right. So this is a review, just a quick review, right? Because later Bahobihi, I need to come back or talk about some of things here. So anyway, Kamadaraya is just a very simple. It's kind of like adjective here. So we already finished this, and some of the different type of Kamadaraya is like this, with the Hutwa or with the Iti. So this other form, using the Hutwa, Iti. So you can see Hetu Pachayo will be Hetu Hutwa Pachayo. Okay, so this one type also. And then some of the type like Buddha Adicho. Adicho via Buddho. So all these are very easy to recognize. And then you got the like this ku nipata, you just put the ku in front, or you put the you have nat nipata, put the nat in front. So all these are easy to recognize. Pa niputa, pa padi puba pada, you put the prefix pa, like pa bi ati abi. So this we already covered before. Okay, and digu is talking about digu. It's talking like numbers, like ti lokam, 3 words, ti ratanam, 3 jewels. Chatut Sachamo, 4 troops. So this is called Digu, the numbers. And then we have the last one called Abai Bawa, adverb beer. It's like taking the example of adverb, like Upa Gamga, Upa Gamga Yan, near the Ganges, Upa Nagaram, near the town, Upagu, Upa Gunam, close to the cows. So you can see here is like adverb of place, right? Sometimes you got adverb of time and so on. All right, so this one we already go through. Now today we are going to be a new topic here. Okay, so let me move this thing somewhere, right? So this is called Bahu Bihi, right? The English translation is relative or attributive compound. The main thing is relative here. Later you see the example of relative, all right? Okay. So you all can join me in reading. All right, so okay, so please join me in reading number A, a Bahu Bihi compound. Please join me in reading. Okay, a Bahu Bihi compound, when resolved into its component parts, requires the addition of such relative pronouns as he, who, that, which, etc., to express its full meaning. A Bahubihi is therefore used relatively, that is, as an adjective, and consequently, the final member assumes the forms of the three genders according to the gender of the noun which it qualifies. The Bahubihi is equal to a relative clause. Okay, B. All the compounds explained above, Dwanda, Tapurisa, Kamadaraya, Bigu, Abayi Bawa, become, if used as adjectives, Bahubihi compounds. T. Bahubihi being used as adjectives, qualifying nouns must agree in gender, number, and case with the nouns which they qualify. D. It follows from C that a Bahubihi may be in any case relation but the vocative. All right. So we are going to look at the first one. So there's a okay. So when you read like this, do you understand? Some or all right. Okay. Now Bahubihi. So remember we are under the Bahubihi. So when resolve, so the English use is very technical. So when resolve, it just means that when analyze into component parts. This means that you analyze into member. Remember I talking about there's first member to second member, or first word, second word. So about Bihi, you resolve to its components, resolve to its member, or resolve to its words. But not only this, it needs something else, relative pronoun. You know, like you all see the yo, ya, yasa, so on. So in English will be he, who, that, which. Then it can have full meaning. All right. So about bihi, actually most of the time is taking part of the adjective here, right? So because it is actually is an adjective, that's why according to Pali Grammar, adjective will have three forms. So if it qualify to masculine, then it become masculine. Qualify to feminine, it become feminine. Qualify to neuter, it become neuter, right? So here, remember, Bahubihi should be in three forms. It's actually same like English, the relative clause. So you already see this one. So actually, the one we learned so far, Dwanda, Tapurisa, Kamana, all this you will find in Bahubihi. It is actually same also as an adjective. Okay, so because it's an adjective here, so just remember Bahubihi is also adjective. It must follow the gender, number, and case. So Bahubihi, it can be anything else, but you will not find vocative. It seems that vocative is always left out because if you remember the Pali grammar, vocative is also always appear in a very basic form. Like puriso, the basic will be purisa. And also most of the time in short vowel, the last vowel is short vowel. Okay, so we are going to look at the first example. I'm going to be slow here because it is something that you all need to digest slowly. Right, so we read for the number 1. Okay, so we read together up to the Patama Bahubihi only. Okay, let's read together. The following are the different kinds of
Bahubihi.
Patama
Patama
Bahubihi.
Bahubihi
Relative
relative
in the
in the
nominative
nominative case.
For example, China
China
Hato
Hato
Puriso.
Puriso.
Hand
Hand
cut.
cut man.
A man
A man whose hands
had
have
been cut
been
off.
cut off.
Here,
Here,
China
China
Hato
Hato
is the
is a
Bahubihi
qualifying the
the
noun
noun
Puriso.
Puriso. Lohita
Lohitam
Makitam
Makitang
Mukam.
Mukam
Lohitena
Lohititena Mahitang
Mukam. The
Mukam
mouth
mouth
besmeared
besmeared
blood.
with blood.
Lohita
Lohita
Makitam is the
Makitang is a
Bahubihi.
Bahubihi.
Suja Hitam
Sajitam
Puram, a
Purang, a
well-decorated
well-decorated
city.
city.
Suja Jitam is the
Sajitam is a
Bahubihi.
Bahubihi.
Okay, we stop here. All right, this is the example talking about the Patama Bahubihi. So remember when we study the Tapulisa, we also got the Patama, Dutiya, Tatiya. Patama, what is Patama? Patama means is nominative case, all right? So later we had the Dutiya. Dutiya is the acquisitive case. So the relative, it will be in the nominative case. For example, you know it's nominative case because you can see the O here. So most examples showing here will be nominative case. China Hato Puriso. So Puriso. Puriso is a man, all right? So the China is cut, right? Hato is the hand cut off, right? The hand being cut off, right? So the English hand cut, if the English will be hand cut man, you don't understand the English. So the English, a man whose hand had been cut off. So the whole thing, you need a you need a relative here, okay? But it's not showing the example here. So you can put a yo or so. This example not so good. Later we see other examples. So just take it now. We are talking about the nominative case is puriso. And this is kind of like acting as adjective. All right. So this is the subject. This is the adjective here. And then this is the subject here. So this is adjective. This means that this is the bahubihi. And this is a subject. Bahubihi act as a adjective. And now it's talking about nominative case. All right. And then look at this example is better. Okay. Puram. Puram is a city. Then the Sujasitang, well-decorated city. So this one is also Bahubihi. Like this is also Bahubihi. So Bahubihi, you can see it example as an adjective here. And now this Puram is a neuter case, all right? So Puram is a neuter case. So the Bahubihi, Sujasitang is also neuter case. This is a masculine case. So this one also be masculine case. So Bahubihi is adjective and it must follow the noun that it qualified. Okay, so the example here is so far quite simple. So this is not so difficult, but the example here not so well given. So let's look at the Dutiya Bahubihi. Okay, so we read the number 2. Dutiya Bahubihi. Relative in the, let's read together. Dutiya Bahubihi
Bahubihi relative
in
in
the
the
accusative
accusative
case,
case.
that
That
is
is,
the
the
Bahubihi
Bahubihi
gives
gives to
to
the
the
word
word which it
which
determines or
determines or
qualifies the
qualifies
sense
the
of
sense
the
of the
accusative
accusative
relation.
relation.
For example,
Example,
Agata
Agata
Samano
Samano
Sangaramo.
Sangaramo
Imam
Imam
Sangaramam
Sangaramang
Samano
Samano
Gato.
Agato.
This
This
monastery,
monastery
priest
the
came to.
priest came to.
The
The
monastery into
monastery
which
into which
the
the
priest
priest
came.
came.
Agata
Agata
Samano is the
Samano is the
Bahubihi.
Bahubihi.
Arun
Aru Harnaro
Naro Ruko.
Ruko.
So
So
Naro
Naro
Imam
Imam
Rukha
Rukang
Aluro.
Aroho.
Aruho.
The
The
tree
tree into
into
which
which
the
the
man
man
climbed.
climbed.
Aluha
Aruha
Naro is the
Noro is a
Bahubihi.
Hubihi.
Okay, so we are looking at this is the accusative case. So which is the Bahubihi, right? So Dutiya, because the case is accusative case. So this is the Bahubihi, right? Agata Samano. Is as an adjective to this Sangaramo. So this is Bahubihi, and this Aruha Naro Ruko. So Aruha Naro is the Bahubihi and act as an adjective. Now, why we call it Bahubihi? Because we look at the Agata. What's the meaning of Agata? Is a came. Samano is a priest, or actually Samano means a ascetic or monk. So if you look at the meaning, so if we just write the meaning, all right, the meaning Samano is monk. Agata means come. Okay. So by simply look at this Agata Samano, which is a Bahubihi here. Monk came. If you look at direct meaning, monk came. So the meaning is not monk came. The meaning is talking about a place where the monk came. So it's talking about more on this Sangha Ramo monastery. So you can see monk came to the monastery. So the monastery itself is in accusative case, right? Right. So that's why we call it Dutiya Bahubihi, because it is qualified to the accusative case. So when we're going to make the long explanation sentence, it will be Imam this Sangaramam monastery Samano, the priest or monk came. So the this monk came to this Imam Sangaramam monastery, right? So this is the Bahubihi. Agata Samano. You can see the meaning. Monk, Agata is came. Monk, Agata is came. Samano is come. A monk. So monk came. So the monk come or monk came. So look at this meaning is Bahubihi. And the meaning is not really the monk came. It's talking about monastery. Okay. Can you follow me so far? Jenny?
Sorry, I don't really understand because this is supposed to be accusative.
Right,
Why
yes.
is ending O?
Yeah, because okay, you look at this one. Do you see the accusative case here?
Yeah.
Okay. So you look at this sentence, is O, all right? It's accusative here. But after your accusative, so you combine. So from this sentence, do you understand about this Pali?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you combine, you get this one, right? So the first form will be Agata Samano. Okay. Agata Samana. All right. The first form you get is Agata Samana. So from here, this is Bahubihi, then you change to O. Because if the monastery is in nominative case, so this Bahubihi need to change to nominative case. nominative case come later. All right, came later.
Mm.
But here the relationship is in acquisitive case. So you look at this. So you just need to just need to understand about this sentence only. All right, okay.
Mm.
All right, okay.
Need to digest again.
Okay, so okay, I will repeat. All right. So okay, we just look at this sentence. Imam this Sangha Ramam Sangha Arama. Sangha Arama is a monastery. Samano, monk, ascetic or priest came, has come. All right. So you can see the relationship between agata. You have the agata here and you have the agato here. Samana, you have the samano. All right. Then the relationship is a place. A place. The place is in acquisitive case. The monk came to this monastery. So this monastery will be in acquisitive case. So when you look at the word agata samana, the monk came. The meaning the monk came is not the monk came. It's not the active sense that the monk came. It's talking about a place that the monk came. It's the object of the going of the monk. So the object here is acquisitive case. Can you follow me, Jenny?
I think I get the idea.
Okay, all right. Okay, so later we look at more the Tatiya Bahubihi is will be clearer. So that's why Bahubihi is a little bit difficult because it look like something, but it does not look like something. It look like something else also. All right. So basically, just say okay. Just I will say okay. Okay. So you have two member here. First member, second member. Two member. The first one is Agata. Came. Second one is Samano. Priest or monk. So if you look at it, monk came, but the meaning is not monk came. The meaning is talking about monk came to somewhere. The object of the monk came. So the real answer is, you can say equal here. Okay, equal here. Agata Samana refer to monastery. Can you get the idea? Agata Samana refer to the Sangharama, the monastery. So Agata Samana refer to Sangharama. So you will have a Agata Samana Sangharama. So Agata Samana, maybe you can put another word like Bojana Sala. Okay. So Agata Samano. So you can have Agata Samano Bojana Sala. So the monk came to some place here. The object will be Bojana Sala, the canteen. Okay, can follow?
Saji, so
Yes.
are you saying that Agata Samano means the monastery?
It's mean the object of the going of the monk, the object.
What about
Yes, yes.
Sangharamo?
Yeah. So the Agata Samana, this Bahubihi, it does not mean just the action. No, if we look at it, Agata is came, Samana is monk, monk came, but the meaning is not monk came. It's not a verb here. It's referred to the object here. Okay, the object or where the monk go, where the monk has gone. So it refer to monastery or refer to the canteen or refer to anywhere except not the action the monk came. Okay.
If
Yeah.
Agata Samano is Bahubihi, is
Yes.
Sangharamo also Bahubihi?
No, Sangharama is just a noun here.
Or just a noun?
It's just a normal noun. Okay. So this is a Bahubihi. Okay, Bahubihi. This is just a normal noun. Okay. So this Bahubihi take the place of the adjective. Okay, so what we do is we look at the next example. Then you got more sense here. All right. So we look at the more example, then you can see how it works. All right. So we read the Tatiya Bahubihi. Okay, let's read together. Number 3. Tatya Bahu Bihi.
Bahubihi.
Relative in the instrumentive case, in which the Bahu Bihi gives to the word, it determines the sense of the instrumentive relation. For example, Jitrindryo Samano. Yena Jitani Indriyani So Samano.
No.
The
The
Samana
samana
by whom
the
the senses have been conquered.
conquered.
Jitrindryo is the Bahu
is the
Bihi.
Bahubihi.
Vijita Maro Bhagawa. So Bhagawa Yena Maro Jivito, the blessed one by whom Mara was vanquished. The blessed one who vanquished Mara. Vijita Maro is the Bahu Bihi. Okay. Now you can see everything they put in the nominative case, you know. You can see here all the O sound is actually nominative, but at first it's not nominative. So this is Bahu Bihi. This is just a normal noun, right? So look at the meaning of explain here, okay? So we're going to analyze the sentence by the yena. That's why we call it, you need a relative sentence here, relative here. Yena means by whom, right? So jitani means conquer, have been conquered. Indriyani, the senses have been conquered. So the samano. So the samano, the ascetic or the monk, by whom? With the instrumental. So for Bahu Bihi, you need the instrumental. So the samana by whom the senses have been conquered. So the main thing we look at Indriyani, the senses. The senses have been conquered. Who conquered the sense? Okay, who conquered the sense? Right. So the senses must be conquered by somebody. So the senses means our five faculty senses, it has been conquered. So by who? So that's why the yena is by who? By somebody. Because of using the yena, it is a tatya bahu bihi, relative in the instrumental case. So we look at this samano is a noun here. Samano is just a noun. It's actually noun. Okay. So the bahu bihi, this one. So this is the bahu bihi. So the meaning of bahu bihi is jita. This is coming from the word jitani, means conquer. Right. So if direct translation will be conquer. Then Indriya will be senses. Sense conquer. So look at the translation, sense conquer. But the meaning is not sense conquer. The actual meaning is talking about samano. Sense conquered, the actual meaning refer to a person who the senses has been conquered, refer to the samano. So Jenny, can you follow?
Yeah, I think so. But I just want to find out when we saw all this. When we see all this bahu bihi,
Yes.
how do we know is what case? Is this a guessing also?
yes. That's why bahu bihi is difficult. You have to guess whether it's an acquisitive case or instrumental case like now. Yeah. So if guess wrong, your translation will be wrong. Like for example, like me, if I guess wrong, my supervisor scold me. That's the worst it can to be. Yeah, but most of the example you can find in Tipitaka, you know. So for example, how do we can guess the correct one? So basically, if you Indriani, you find the Jita, you can find this example in Tipitaka, then it's automatic. Because we are talking about Jita. Jita is conquer. This one, Pali word Jita. If you remember, past participle always linked with the instrumental case. Okay. So if you understand this, so when you look at the earlier one, you can understand already, right? So let's look at the earlier one. So earlier one, you also got this one. So this talking about the tree, this acquisitive case. So this is it needs the instrumental case. So, okay, that's why the earlier one will be acquisitive. And this one will be bahubihi in the instrumental case. All right. So we look at another example here. The one that Vijita, Maro, Bhagawa. So the meaning of Vijita means is the vanquish. Vanquish means conquer, right? Conquer. So Maro, you know, the evil one. So if direct translation would be Mara conquer. Mara Vijita conquer. So the meaning is not Mara vanquish or Mara conquer. It's talking about the Buddha, right? So that's why the Vijita Maro is X. This is Bahubihi and it's an adjective here. It's just an adjective here. So the real meaning is Vijita Maro refer to the Buddha. So Bhagawa, you have the Bhagawa here. Yena, you need a Yena here because this is a instrumental case. Maro is Mara. Vijito, okay, was vanquished. So the Bhagawa, the blessed one, by whom Mara was vanquished. So if you look at the English, maybe not easy to understand. But anyway, you just need this one. And this is a past participle. And this past participle is to do with the instrumental case. So this is like, the meaning is like conquer or vanquish here. So conquer, Maras was conquered by somebody. And that person is So Bhagawa, the blessed one. Okay, can follow, Jenny or Brother Khao?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what I see is the bahubihi act as an adjective to describe the subject.
Yes.
Although you can say there's accusative there or with the action there, right? But it takes the form of adjective to describe
describe somebody.
What happened to the subject.
Right.
I think that's what I understand now.
Yes, you understand correct. So if you look at this with the Vijita Maro, so if you look at it, it looks like the Mara being vanquished. But the subject is not talking about Mara. The subject is talking about the blessed one. So Bahubihi means that what you see, the first member here, second member here, the explanation go beyond the first Vijita or Maro. It's talking about something else. All right. Bahubihi is relative. That's why we have the relation here. It actually, Vijita Maro refer to somebody else. Okay, can follow?
When it becomes an adjective, that's why it takes the same case ending to the subject.
Right. Yeah, Bhagawa is a nominative, so all must be nominative.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you do is, so if you're going to have this sentence like this, so if the sentence like this, so first thing you write is will be Maro Vijita. Okay. Then because Bhagawa is nominative, so you change it to O here. The nominative come later. Okay, Mara. Oh no Mara Majida. So it should be the sentence here. So you write the is equal to Jivita. You put the Jivita first. Jivita Mara. Then because Bhagawa is O, then you put the Vijita Maro. Can follow? Now I think it's clearer already, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's why Bahubihi is like because first the Pali is difficult with the Yena or Yasa. Now next one we got the Yasa. And the English translation also not so easy. Now we got the number 4. Okay, let's read together. Number 4. Chatu bihi, relative in the dative case, in which the bahubihi gives the word, it determines the sense of the dative relation. For example, Dina sunko puriso.
Riso.
Yasa
Yasa
sunko
sunko
no so.
no so. He to whom text is given.
Dina
Dina
is
sunko
the
is the bahubihi.
Upanita
Upanita
bojano
bojano
samano.
samano
So
so
samano
samano
yasa
yasa
bojana
bandang
ukanitam.
nikang.
The
The
priest
priest to
to
whom
food
food
is
is given.
Upanita
Upanita
bojano.
bajonano is the bahubihi.
I think this example is easier. Now you already finished the Patama, Dutiya, Tatiya, and Chatuti. Now Chatuti is talking about something. The relative is a dative case. All right, which is the Bahubihi. All right. So this is the Bahubihi. This is the relative must be in the dative case. So this is the dative here. So this is a dative. All right. So Dina Sungko Briso. Dina is now we see the translation. The analysis yasa, there will be yasa, Sunko. So basically Dina Sunko you break to two words. Dina you put here, okay? Sunko, dino, so. Sunko is text. Dino from the word dana, given. And so is he. All right. So yasa is to whom. Yasa to whom. Yasa is to whom. So is he. Dino is given. Sunko. Text is given. So the subject is he. Puriso. He to whom. Yasa. Text. Sunko. Dino is given. So we look at the Bahubihi, Dina Sunko. So if you just look at the meaning, Dina is given text. If you look at it does not talking about the text is given. It's talking about a man that somebody give the text to. So Dina Sunko Bahubihi refer to another person. It's not just the text only. I think now you can follow already, right? How about Brother King or Sister Wong? You all can follow or not?
Yes, I agree. I can.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So the main thing is should be in dative case because when talking about the text given it must be to somebody. So that's why you have the yasa. And if you need a yasa, so this is called dative case. Chatuhi bahubihi. So look at another example. Upanita. Upanita also is given. Bojano. Bojana is food. So look at the example, okay? Upanita, given. Bojano is food. And then subject is samano. Samano. So if you analyze it, so samano, the priest, the monk, yasa, you have the here dative case here, like just now. To whom? Bojano is given. Okay, sorry, bojana is food. Food upanitam, past participle here, is given. So upanita means given. Bojano means food. So if you look at the meaning, like food given, it's not talking about food given. It's talking about a monk, a priest, samano. Okay, so this is just an adjective here. Bahubihi, upanita, bojana is a bahubihi. The actual meaning is talking about somebody, a monk, that the food is given. So that's why it's using the to whom, yasa. Can follow now? I think it's easier already, right? Barkha?
Yeah, one thing is interesting that the Bojana is a neuter noun, right? Bojana, and then but then because when it becomes adjective to samano, it can change
right.
to O.
Yeah. Because it must qualify to the Samano. Samano is O, so Bajano must be O. Okay?
Yeah.
So, but because it's adjective, so if let's say the Samano is the acquisitive case, so this one will be acquisitive case also. All right?
Yeah.
So here, most of the time you see is all nominative case because nominative case is the basic here. Okay, I think now your mind is clearer already, right? Yeah. Okay. So Bahubihi is actually very simple. Like Dina, Suko, all these, like Upanita, given. Bojano is food. Bahubihi means that the meaning is not given food. Okay, Bahubihi. It actually should be long I here. Bahubihi. It's not given food. It's talking about a person. The main thing is talking about a person that the food is given. It's not just talking about the food only. Okay? So Upanita Bojano refer to somebody else. So it's like extra meaning because we are using the relative sense yasa here. Okay, now I think you're all clearer already. So now you understand why people come to this Bahubi here. The mind is like jammed somewhere. All right. At first, when my teacher, my professor, 5% taught us about this Bahubi here, I think most of us like lost somewhere. Only repeatedly read this book again, then it's more clear to the mind. Okay, let's read number 5.
Panchami.
Panchami Bahu
Bahubihi.
relative in the
Relative
ablative
case.
case,
In which
the
the
compound
gives
the
to
word
the word
determine
the
the
sense
sense
of the
of
appellative relation.
For example,
Example,
Nigata
Nigata
Jano
Jano
Gamo,
Gamo.
Asma
Asma Kama Masma
Gata Jana
Jana
Nigata.
Nikata.
That
That
village
village from
from
which
which the
the
people
people
have
have
departed
departed
and
and
abandoned
abandoned
village.
village.
Nigata
Nikata
Jano
Jano
is the
is the
Bahubihi.
Bahubihi.
Apa Gata
Apagata
Lakam
kalakam
Watam.
watam
Imam
idang
Watam
watang
Yasma
yasma
Kalaka
kalaka
Apagata. The cloth
apagata,
from which
from
the
which
black
black
spots have
spots have
departed.
departed.
A
A
cloth
cloth
free from black
from black
spots.
spots.
Apagata
Apagata
Kalakam is the
kalakam is
Bahubihi.
the Bahubihi.
Right. Actually, Bahubihi most of the time is Bahubihi. Yeah. You can see the,
Bahubihi.
yeah, it should be the Bahubihi here. All right. So this is Panchami. Panchami is, remember we had the top police also like Patama, Dutiya, Tatiya. So Panchami is ablative case. So we look at this Nigata Jano. This is the Bahubihi. Gamo. Nigata means people have departed. Okay. Jano. Jano means people. Gamo. Gamo is the village. So we are going to make a sentence. This means that when you see this one when we, for example, our school, our university, so we need to analyze it and have to make the sentence. So when you make a sentence, it will be asma with the ablative, gamasma also ablative, jana is people, nigata. All right. So jana is people, nigata is left. So they people, jana, nigata, they left. Where they left? Asma. From the dead, asma is dead, gamasma, dead village. All right. So you can see it's ablative case here. So nigata, just look at nigata means people have departed. So if you have the departed and jano is people. So the meaning of nigata jano is not the people departed. It's talking about kamo. All right. So because all these are adjective qualifying to this kamo. So the subject is the village. Okay. So Nigata Jano, departed people. The Bahubihi actually refer to the village. Can you follow?
Saji, actually, I think this bahu bihi, we may able to detect this as bahu bihi, but the difficult part is whether it's supposed to be ability for instrumental.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So yeah, that's why you need to know the relationship, the relationship, how the words like nikata, jano, how they related to each other. All right. So for example, nikata is departed or left, jano, people left. So what's the relationship between this jano and this left? So it's which type of bahu bihi? So yeah, it's difficult here. Sometimes it's not easy for me also. Okay, we look at next example. Agata. Apagata is also, you can see this gata, right? The prefix is ni. Here prefix is apa, all right? So it's actually same meaning here. Apa or ni here means departed, right? So departed, apagata. Kalakam. Kalakam is a black spot. So black spot departed. This is the departed. Kalakam is a black spot. So the meaning is not the black spot departed. It's talking about watam, cloth. So when you make a sentence, idam, the watam, the cloth, yasma, ablative case here. It's like here also ablative. Yasma, kalaka, black spot, apagata, left, departed. So this means that the black spot departed from. Instead of using the asma here, ablative here, he just put the yasma. So this yasma is a relative. You can see here you have the here, but here is not putting at the watam. It's not watam sma. Actually, it just have put the yasma. Okay, can follow? I think now it's clearer already, right?
Yeah, the keyword is yena, yasa, yasma.
Yeah, right. Because you need to have the relative here. You already mentioned in the first sentence here, the lima is very important. Even though at first you read, you don't understand what I'm trying to say. It's actually number A. Bahu bihi compound, when resolved into component, requires the addition of such relative pronoun, he, who, that, which. This means that you need to have the yo, ya, or yam, yasa, relative pronoun. So that's why the remarks is very important here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now this one, the chati bahu bihi. You see the example, China hato puriso. You also see the China hato puriso here. Do you notice? You see the China hato puriso on the Patama bahu bihi. But here actually it should be under this one. Okay, so we need read number 6. Okay, number 6, chati bahu bihi. Relative in the genitive case in which the compound gives the word, it determines the sense of the genitive relation. For example, China hato puriso. So puriso, yasma hato chino. The man whose hands are cut off. China hato is the bahu bihi. Okay, Visuddha silo jano. So jano yasa silam visuddham. That person whose conduct is pure, a moral person. Visuddha silo is the bahu bihi. Okay, so remember it's a bahu bihi. Here you don't put a long I here. Actually, it's bahu bihi. So now this example I think is easier for you already. So now you already go through few, right? So now you need something in genitive case. So you have this one. Chinna from the chindati, cut off. Cut off means the hand is cut off. Hato means the hand. So we look at the meaning, hand cut off, but hand cut off does not refer to the hand. It actually refers to puriso. So if you make a Vigaha sentence analysis, so puriso, the man, yasa, whose. Okay, now you can see it later here, whose. So Puriso, the man, Yasa, whose Hato, hands, Chinno, cut off. So Chinna Hato is the Bahu Bihi. Okay, I think now you understand already. This is easy. So next one, Visuddha, pure, Silo, Sila from the word Sila. So pure morality, Jano. Jano is a person here. So if you make a sentence, so Jano, that person, Yasa, whose, Silam, conduct, Visudam, pure. So a person with pure conduct. So who is this person? So the answer is a moral person. So Visuddha is pure. Sila is a conduct. So pure conduct does not refer to pure conduct, but pure conduct refer to a person, Jano. Okay, now you know the answer. So to understand this Jano, you need to refer to this Visuddha Silo. To understand about Visuddha Silo, you need to refer to Jano. So these two sentences, these two words, you need to check the relationship with each other. So actually you got three words here. Visida, Silo, Jano. Three words. Chinna, Hato, Puriso. Three words. So you have to look at the relationship between three words here. Jenny, can follow now?
Yes.
Okay. So your translation is not only look at this one, but you have to look at one word, two words. So three words, 1, 2, 3. Then you have to determine their relationship with each other. Is it the Patama, Dutiya, Tatiya, Chatutui, or this Panchami or Chati? So it's difficult here, trying to find what kind of their relationship. Okay? All right.
Sayagi.
Yes.
Sorry, may I interrupt?
Yes.
I didn't catch what you said just now. You said the Bahu Bihi is without the long I.
No, this
because compound
actually
is with the
everything
long
is the
I.
Bahu. No, actually it's Bahu Bihi. There is just a typing. You see, there's I here. Bahu Bihi.
So for all this, in the example
Bahu
given,
Bihi.
the long I is missing.
Yeah.
There's an error.
Right.
Okay.
So Satama Bahu Bihi. Some because this one is this book is done 100 years ago. So somebody in 206 they type for us. Very kind of the person. So yeah, he left out some long I, but it's not important. But just Bahu Bihi. There are also some typing mistake here. But it's okay, as long as you understand this is a Chatik Bahu Bihi. Okay,
Thank you.
so let's go for the next one. Okay, number 7. Okay, let's read together. Actually, it's not Satama, it's a Satami.
Right?
Yeah. Satami Bahu Bihi. Relative in the locative case. There is in which the Bahu Bihi gives to the determined word the sense of the locative case. For example, Samana Saso Jana Pado. Yasmin Jana Pade Tasani Sampanani. A district in which the crops are abundant, a fertile district. Okay. Samana Samso is the Bahu Bihi. Okay. Next one. Bahu Jano Gamo. Yasmin Game Bahu Jana Hondi. A village in which are many persons, a populous village. Bahu Jano is the Bahu Bihi. Okay. So now we need to have a locative case, right? So we look at the example. Sampana. Sampana means abandon or process. Means that you have saso. Saso is crops. Means a place that have many crops, abundant crops. Samana is abundant and then crops is saso. But the meaning go beyond the crops are abundant. It's talking about refer to the third words here, Janapado, district. So because it's talking about place here, so you have an in which. So you make a sentence with Yasmin, in which Janapade, district, Sasane, crops, Samapani. You can see it's a nominative, so it's a neuter plural. So Sasane, Samapani. So plural. So the crops are abundant in a place in which Janapade, the district. Okay, so this one you need to have a locative case. So this one is called the Satami. Satami Bahubihi. So this is the last one already. Okay, I think you all can follow already, right? Okay. Okay, so now we can look at some other example here. Okay, number E, all right? So we read together. The word determined by the Bahubihi compound is often understood or implied and not expressed. Dina Sunko, he who received text corrector. Jitindriyo, he who has subdued his senses. Lohita Makito is smeared with blood. Sataha Pari Punibuto, that since 1 week. Somanaso, joyful. Literally, he to whom joy has arisen. So, Chinahato, he whose hand has been cut off. Masajato, a month old. Literally, he who is born since 1 month. So, Vijita Maro, he who has conquered Mara, the Buddha. So what it trying to say that just now you always see the Bahubihi, maybe with the word Puriso, okay? Bahubihi, Dina Sunko Puriso. But actually you don't need the subject here. You don't need a noun here. The Bahubihi can act as an adjective, but it can function as a noun by itself. Remember, adjective all can function as a noun. So Dina Sunko is a Bahubihi, but it's also a noun. It also an adjective. Can you follow me? So Bahubihi here act as a noun here. It also as a adjective here. So Dina Sunko is understood is correct one. So it's talking about a text character.
Adjective case lah.
Yeah, because it's a
So
number
I think
4 here.
Sagi, you should give us the cases, then it's clearer lah. We try
The
to figure
cases
out
already, no, the cases already, Dina Sunko already explained
I
just
mean
now.
it's given before lah, but then if we
Yeah, it's
go through
given before.
we try to figure out the cases.
Yeah, it's already written here. 4 is what? Dative case.
But
3 is
some
what?
don't have. So we try to figure out.
Yeah, then you try to figure out lah. You as a Pali student, you all should try yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Dina Suko is a dative case. Jitrindio is which case? Just now we already explained this one. So this is a Tatia, right? It's the Tatia Tapulisa, instrumental case.
Instrumental.
So Lohita Makito is already put as a nominative case.
Yeah.
This one is not mentioned. Okay.
Must be ablative lah.
That since 1 week. Sataha. I think Sataha should be the adverb, you know. It's not a tatia.
So
It's not the
time
tapulisa.
So
Yeah, it should be adverb, adverb case. Later there will be some explanation later. So this one, he to whom. Okay, now you see this example. He to whom. So which bahubihi?
Dative lah.
Dative.
Yeah, it should be dative also. Okay, but it also can be the just nominative, you know, because everything can be nominative. Like somanaso chito, right? The mind has joy. Yeah. So this one you see already. China hato is a which case? Number 6 is what?
Genitive.
Yeah, genetic. What is the Pali word for the? It's a chatti bahu bihi. Right? Masa jato. Yeah. This one should be, I think, instrumental case. According to what I learned last night, there's a instrumental for the masa jato. Okay. Number 6, the Wijita Maro is an instrumental case. Okay. Now there's F, and okay, so we look at the F here. Okay, so we read number F. In some bahu bihi, the determining word may be placed either first or last without changing the meaning. For example, hatta chino or chinna hato, jata maso or masak jato.
Jato is not all.
Yeah, so this means that is a hatta chino or chinna hato, jata maso or the masak jato. So it's feminine. Okay, now if you want to know if you're going to write, so now the example next we're telling you. Okay, so we read number G first. Okay, feminine nouns ending with in e, u, as well as the stems ending with tu generally take the suffix ka when they are the last member of a bahu bihi. Possession is then implied. For example, bahu katuko deso, a place in which there are many artisans. Okay. Bahu kumari kulam, a family in which there are many girls. Bahu Nadiko Janapado, a district with many rivers. Now that long I is shortened before ka, the same remark applies to long U. Okay, so alright. So now you can see this is a nominative case, but this is the okay. So this is the nominative case. It's a masculine here because the desa should be masculine. Kulam. Kulam is a neuter. So when you put the kulam, family is neuter. So this one, bahu bihi, must follow the neuter. So this is a here. All here, you put the all here. All right. So this means that bahu bihi always follow the subject that it qualifies. So here talking about feminine now. Ka. You have the ka become ko here. Nadi. Nadi should be long I, right? Nadi. Ko become ka here. I think this is not so important here. So you still have some more.
Sorry,
Okay.
Saigi, can I ask? That means it's saying that when the member is a feminine noun, we have to add the suffix ka, is it?
It's only for this example. Ka here. For this example, there are some feminine here. You can see here. The next example also feminine.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we finish this one, then we stop. Okay, so we read this one. Okay, number H. A feminine noun is the last member of the bahu bihi. It takes the masculine form. It is determining a masculine noun. And the first member, if also feminine, drop the sign of feminine. For example, diga, jangga, a long leg. Diga, jangga, iti, a long leg woman. But diga, jango, riso, a long leg man. Okay, so the adjective maha may be used as the first member of the bahu bihi. For example, maha panyo, great wisdom, very wise. Sometimes R is added to the words danu, about, dhamma, the law, and a few others when last members of the bahu bihi. For example, Gandhi wa wadanu, Gandhi wa dan wa. Arjuna, he who has a strong bow. Okay. Pachaka Dhamma, but also Pachaka Dhammo, to whom the doctrine is apparent. Okay, so we look at the feminine here. Just now it's talking about feminine here, but this, I think this is a better example. Dika, right? First, when you write Dika, you have the Pali word Dika. Dika, you know, long. So then you change to long A because the leg is a feminine. So because of feminine, so this one also change it to long A. So you got Dika Janga. But is Puriso is masculine, so you change it to masculine with the O sound. Okay, Jenny? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So when you see this Dika Jango, so if this is a Bahubihi, do you know what type of Bahubihi? So you got the Patama, Dutiya, Tatiya, Chatuti. So which Bahubihi do you think of? Jenny, what do you think? So you have to consider their relationship with each other.
Can't tell.
Can't tell. So long leg, okay. Long leg, I think it should be genitive, right? They have the long leg, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. So anyway, you can see it's Bahubihi is very simple. Bahubihi is also adjective, but the meaning is not just long leg. The meaning is somebody who has or whose leg is long. So you can use the word whose. So it should be the genitive here. Okay. So next example, Mahapanyo. You know the words Panya, we always write with a long A. Here change it to O because it's a nominative case here, right? But you also need to consider the Mahapanyo, great wisdom. It's not talking about just great wisdom. It's talking about somebody who has great wisdom. So it can be nominative case, Patama Bahubihi. Or you can put it as a genitive, somebody whose wisdom is great, okay? It depends on how we see it. I think the last example is not important, all right? So yeah, next week we just do some revision because there are some more left. I think it's enough for you all today. This I tell you all is this is Bahobihi is very interesting. Okay. Okay, so I hope you all can follow. So next week we just going to a little bit remaining and then see how we can add on more comments to this. All right, so you can read again. So if you have questions, so we can discuss next week on this Bahobihi. So after that, so we still on a December. So we are going through, if you need to know any grammar, you tell me. Because January, we're going to back to the Anguttara already. Okay, so I hope you all have prepared your homework. Okay, that's all. Okay, thanks for joining me today. All right, so see you all next week. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you,
Sadhu,
Sayaki.
sadhu,
Sadhu.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay.
Yeah, please take care, everybody.
Merry
Bye-bye.
Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Merry
Merry Christmas. Okay.
Merry Christmas.
All right. Every day is Merry Christmas for me. Holiday. Okay, bye-bye.